The complement system, cell communication and response. The complement system consists of a series of over 20 small proteins made by the liver and circulating in the blood in an inactive form. The presence of bacteria will directly or indirectly activate complement in what's called a cascade of reactions. There are three pathways that activate complement: the classical pathway, the lectin pathway, and the alternative pathway. All three require the presence of macroorganisms. Once complement proteins are activated, three possible end results come about: opsonization, lysis of foreign cells, and enhancement of inflammation. Activation of complement leads to three protective outcomes. Again, inflammation, opsonization or coating, and lysis of foreign cells. Inflammation comes about by the actions of complement C3A and C5A. These two complement proteins, when activated, bind to basophils, triggering the release of inflammatory chemicals. These chemicals will induce changes in the endothelial cells of blood vessels, creating pores and increasing vascular permeability. Therefore, C3A and C5A enhance inflammation by indirectly increasing vascular permeability, which is associated with the inflammatory response. In addition, C5A attracts phagocytic cells to the site of inflammation. Opsonization. C3b coats bacterial cells. Phagocytic cells, such as macrophages, have complement receptors on their surface, which will bind to C3b and start the process of phagocytosis. So C3b helps phagocytic cells engulf bacteria. Lysis of foreign cells. C5b through C6 complements. C5b, C6, C7, C8, and C9 introduce themselves into lipid membranes, creating pores that cause leakage of cytoplasm from the cells and thus cell death. Bacterial cells that have peptidoglycan cell walls are not susceptible to MACs because they do not have a lipid cell wall. On the other hand, gram-negative cells, which have lipopolysaccharides on their cell wall, are susceptible to pores formed by MACs. You should now be able to define the purpose of complement, the three outcomes of complement activation: opsonization, lysis of foreign cells, and enhancement of inflammation.